Did you know that Norm and Trudy had a relationship in Avatar that was cut in a deleted scene? Avatar Theory here, hope you're doing well and having a great day. And at the recent D23 Expo, there was a lot of new scenes shown from Avatar The Way of Water, and one of the information or the speculations that came out of those scenes were that people said that Kiri's mother and father is Norm and Grace Augustine. However, I don't really think that is true. The reason being is that Norm and Trudy actually had a relationship in the first Avatar movie, and one very important scene to their relationship was cut from the movie.
Norm's attitude has improved lately.
You often hear Norm and Trudy joke during their flights on Pandora, and Trudy does ultimately sacrifice herself in the final battle, but in a specific deleted scene it appears that they were actually lovers. There is no real clear indication if this was more casual or romantic, but we do see them together nonetheless. Although I don't think this scene played out very well in itself, I do think if they somehow maybe reshot the scene a little bit differently and did include it in the final movie, it would have given us a much better idea of their relationship and also make Trudy's death at the end of the first movie so much more impactful. I mean, her death is already sad enough, but if we know that Norm and Trudy was in a relationship, you can imagine that Norm, while his avatar body was shot on the bottom of the Pandora forests, and at that time he would have almost had no idea that Trudy was, well, that she would have died. So it would have been that much more impactful if he found out afterwards that Trudy actually died in the final battle. This would have given Norm a bigger incentive to go against the RDA. I mean, he already has a big enough incentive as it is, but this would have pushed his motivations even more. And what could have also been interesting is if Norm did find out that Trudy died before he was shot on the forests of Pandora, he could have gone in some sort of, some sort of rampage mode, some sort of suicide rampage mode, not really caring if he dies or not, because he just lost essentially the love of his life, so he don't really care if he dies or not. So he could have it would have been interesting to see him just go on full on rampage mode, just killing RDA soldiers left, right and center, and then in the end eventually gets shot on his quote unquote suicide mission, and then he wakes up from that sequence as he does in the final movie. Sometimes looking at these different deleted scenes, as strange as some of them might be, I do wonder why they cut out so many scenes, as it just added a lot more context to many of the characters and the story itself. But I'm going to go over quite a couple of more deleted scenes in future videos, so if that's something you want to stay up to date with, then be sure to click the subscribe button. But what do you think about the relationship of Norm and Trudy? Do you think they had more of a casual relationship, or do you think it was actually heavily romantically involved? Let me know in the comments below, and for more Avatar content, have a look at the rest of my channel. Until next time, have a fantastic day and stay safe.